Hello and welcome to another fine evening of the Courtesy Flush. Tonight we'll be doing another grand adventure in the land of Arcanum.
Of Steamworks and Magic Obscura.
Joining me, of course, is Mr. Tex, who's going to be playing the Trash Panda. Urist what? What's his last name?
His name is Urist Legbreaker.
Urist the Legbreaker.
Urist Legbreaker.
Who is in the Trash Panda run, if you don't know, is where we dig through the trash and create bombs and blow people up. The whole game so far has pretty much just been lots of explosions and fire. So if you're interested in something like that, then I think we shall be able to do that tonight at least.
Indeed.
Let me get my headphones. All right.
Get them headphones.
Music off. There we go.
Cease music.
Them some gears. Yes, they are. Hello, Michael.
Start Arcanum.
The audio is kind of messed up. Is that normal? Is the audio messed up? Do I sound messed up?
Do we sound weird?
Hello. Hello. No, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
It might be. I mean, it was what?
No, he says he refreshed and it's okay.
Oh, never mind. What's the explosive grenade flinging start? The second. All right, so let's go ahead and cut on over to the game. I will turn the game on.
All right, so I'm trying to find the poor woman who knows more about the mine.
I wouldn't wish to burden a stranger with my
please
trouble.
tell me.
A family heirloom has been stolen, a silver ring that belonged to my grandmother. No, it's been missing for years. I fear I will pass before I see it again.
Where'd you see it?
I entrusted it to my son before he died.
When did he die?
20 years ago. I lost him both and my husband to the plague. I have been alone ever since.
Oh, okay. That's weird you want it now, but who can I talk to?
A man named Archibald was friendly with my son before he died.
And with, like, middle life being 40, 20 years is a lot. So, How can I find this Archibald?
He's living down by the docks.
I will talk to him. Yep.
All right, well, just be careful.
Just to buy. Yeah, boom. I don't have time. I'm trying to find the Toon family.
Would Trash Panda be a dwarf derogative? That's a good question. I don't think so.
I cannot sleep in a stranger's bed. But I can take his table. He has stuff.
Carl Make Things says, "Hey Tex, thanks for mentioning my game on the podcast a few weeks ago. It gave me a shove to keep working on it."
Well, you should always work on your game. Always.
Hell yes.
Always be working on your shit.
Where is... I don't feel safe unless I see Ryder Megalon say hello. I hope he's okay. I don't feel safe. He's my safety blanket. He also sends me weird things on Discord.
You know what my safety blanket is?
What's that?
Bombs.
It's true. You can always trust on a bomb to blow up eventually. Would a Trash Panda be a dwarf derogative, though?
It could be. I'm checking all the homes because I can't remember which one is this lady's.
Thank you, Wolf Lord. It is a bully top hat. Thank you.
It's very, very good.
I'm pretty sure Games Workshop should have stopped working on their game a long time ago.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Now on a quest to gather enough TNT to rename the realm to Vacant Lot.
Yeah.
It's true.
Wow, look at this weird house.
That is a weird house. Actually looks pretty cozy. It's a little open in the front area.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's a room you fart in and you hear it for 10 minutes.
That guy's table's missing a plank or two, it looks like.
He had to sell them.
Yeah, he's got a couple on the windows. I don't know. Maybe
this is such a fine village.
There's a lot of fucking tables. He can just walk next door and steal his neighbors.
Is this lady? Who are you? There we are.
I am Sarah Toon, pleased to make your acquaintance.
Likewise, I'm sure, daughter of Bessie.
Of course I am. Why do you ask?
Trying to find a way to free your mother's ghost.
Oh, and why, may I ask, you're doing that?
Your brother is rather upset, understandably. I offered to help.
Oh, my brother upset? Oh, dear me, why? He should be happy. The dog. He got what he wanted after all.
He told me you didn't like him.
Oh, not like him. That's an understatement. Do you know what he did? He convinced my mother to sign the mine over to him, and then he sold it to those thugs in Tarrant. She killed herself over that.
How did he convince her to sign?
drugs. Now, she always wanted me to run it as my brother was notorious for bungling things. He convinced her that for legal reasons, he should be in his name and was getting old, and I was not yet of legal age. She resisted at first, but my brother always was able to wear her down. He was insidious in that way.
But why did she kill herself over him selling it?
Her only wish there was that the mine stay in our family, as it had been more than for 3 generations. It was our heritage, and she often told me that she would rather be dead than have anyone but a toon run it.
I love that I could just say, I must go, good day. Okay, who owns it now?
I can't recall offhand, but I think he wrote it down somewhere, and she shuffles through some papers. Ah, yes, here it is. Stanton Importers, 25 Lions Head Circle, Tarrant. Thank you.
All right, yep, Okay, goodbye. I'll go handle this and free the ghost to make my money. I mean, XP. And then we'll go find out who is Gilbert Bates.
She had a wicked heroin addiction. I mean, she was had the sickness.
Okay.
He grabs your arm as you pass by.
Here's 10 coin, you little shit.
You're truly a kind man. Thank you.
I walked into his house in the middle of the night. He was standing in the middle of the room, and he was like, hello. And I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, here's the guy who died for reasons.
He died for reasons. He ran what was the name of the store?
Something Well-Worn Effects.
Yeah, there's a sign over it that says empty now. So
he's dead.
Thank you for the congrats. Hopefully it goes well.
He is very dead. But that's not my problem.
My job interview does not go well. I will destroy them with kindness and a thank you for thinking about me. That's what I'll do.
Goddamn boars.
Yeah, I'd see these things be greater boar. Level 4.
Handled.
Why can't you just take the meat off them?
I wish you could.
Just sell it.
I wish you could. I've been spoiled by Minecraft, where you just stab things till meat comes out.
Nitro is the best security. Nobody dares force you to do a damn thing. It's true. I want to say thanks for running the Star Trek original series game. It inspired me to GM a game, and now I'm going to hand player experimental and dangerous technology and see what happens. Well, good luck, sir.
That sounds wonderful.
Yeah.
Let us trade, sir.
I do not want your... Okay, I'll take it.
He'll take everything. He's a fucking idiot.
Then you could just go in the back and take it back from him.
Yeah, if I spend too much money at the Estates' House of Crap, I can just get it back. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
I'm just stopping through, grabbing a few more things. Look, there's Lloyd. I'll fuck you up, girlos. I found that out the first time I played this game. I stole from Lloyd. He turned around and beat me to death.
With a hammer.
Yeah, he's really good.
It's weird, a blacksmith being really good with a hammer.
Yeah, he tempered my face with it. He was just like, ah!
Do you plan to hunt for all the blessings? Of course we will. It's just gonna take a fucking minute.
It's gonna take forever.
Well, part of the problem is that we're not a... Why do I hear that twice? It's so weird.
Yeah. No, to do the blessings run, what we're gonna have to do is wait until much later in the game, and then... Oh, God. I'm trying to remember the order.
Also, thank you, Wit. Thank you for the courtesy.
It's a bit of a slog to do them all, but if we do it right, we'll get the blessing of, I think it's the All-Father, and it is ridiculous. It makes you a god.
Tonight in the courtesy flush, a dwarf fights 30 to 50 feral hogs. It's true.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever notice the knight that gets shot in the opening cinematic isn't wearing anything under his armor? He's got a really nice bikini wax.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the world of Arcanum, you don't have to wear like a gambeson and all that stuff. You can just fucking put armor on, man.
Yeah, just, do you, man.
Put it on. I mean, they've reached the level of technology where they have guns. I think they can make armor that doesn't require like 50 layers underneath it.
Oh, it's these
Hello,
guys.
It's the low end of you. I'm going to kill you with my magical mind.
Uh-huh. Sorry you ever found me. Okay.
With my fist, I meant. Ha-ha!
Presto changeo!
No! Oh, that ruffian.
Handled.
Somebody just walks up on you like, oh, shit. Okay, well, I'm not going to fuck with that.
No, it's called Thank You for the Money, Mr. Assassin Man. Oh, fine steel dagger. You didn't have to.
Let's see. Oh, boy, it's time to make the Manhattan Project look like a party pooper? Yeah. party
Yeah.
popper. Yeah, both. Hey, is the dwarf you're running a reference to the wonderfully infamous Randall's Quest? Revandal's Quest? Sorry.
No. Look, it's more
Nice.
assassins.
Welcome, Tyler. A bikini chaos warrior.
Oh, and he died.
He died
killed-
stabbing you.
He critically failed. He injured himself to death.
I'm going to stab you with the not pointy end, and then he goes in.
No, if only this had a manual.
He's like looking at the manual, like, oh yes.
Oh, the cutting edge.
The pointy end is the bad part. I can't.
All right, yes, thank you.
Unless it's from IKEA, then at that point you got it. It's anybody's guess.
Look, now it's 3 of them.
Hey, you killed my brother. Now I kill you.
You want to go bowling?
We can't go bowling without a right arm, man. I'm not a left-handed boulder.
Yeah.
How long do you guys usually stream? I may need to run an errand. Probably about an hour and a half usually. We try not to stream for too long because, well,
It's a work day.
it's a work day, and yeah. I also do have the interview this week, which is gonna be nice. Tomorrow, actually. And they had to reschedule last week, so I am now going to be going.
It's gonna be good. Oh, look.
They're just gonna point at things, and I'll be like, "Yes, I am well aware that thing exists." That's pretty
And then
much.
they'll clap and they'll clap.
I just do whatever I do in most of my job interviews, and that's pretty much just talk and talk
Yeah,
until
to start-
they tell me to stop.
Yeah, you just go, why are we even wearing clothes anymore? And they're like, I know, right?
The concept of see, it's doing it twice. I'm beginning to think there's something
Tax collector.
something is fucky with my computer.
It's max headroom.
I just don't want that to happen. Let's hit a button on my thing, see what happens here. How about this one? Nope, that didn't do it. Something is wrong.
It's okay.
Don't make me
Don't re.
I don't want to read.
GG no re. GG no re. Don't worry about it, Mike.
There's no monitor output, but how is it making sound? I'm confused.
I am too.
There's the mic. It's set, and then there's speakers. Disable window audio. Yeah, okay, cool. Those are words.
Yeah.
All right, so I have child eating nuggets at restaurant 4K, which is a thing I have. Wow, okay, these are all the video files I have for the stream. All right.
Child eating nuggets at restaurant 4K.
Yeah. They call themselves assassins, but they're more akin to a rather pathetic version of the Serbian Black Hand.
They're not that great. I mean, as far as assassins go.
Thank you, Hungry. I will do my best to stay in luck. I didn't do anything. See, this is just weird. Oh, I know what the problem is.
What?
Yes. I just realized I have 2 windows open for the price of 1. Basically, the alert box that comes up, there were 2 of them open instead of just the 1. So
G-Mom,
yeah.
G-Bill, why does your mom allow you to have 2 windows?
It's true. You know what I wish I had on my computer? I had 2 versions of Windows. So I want Windows XP boot and a Windows 10. I don't want. I like as much as I like Windows 7. There's just none of my hardware would work on it.
Well, that's the thing that's really sad is I liked 7 a lot, and then they were like, you're upgrading to 10. And I said, no, I don't think so. And they said, that's where you're wrong, fucko.
Yeah.
And then I woke up and had Windows 10.
Thank you, Wotan. I appreciate that. I don't know what will happen. Eventually, Jeff Bezos will be like, all right. And then he hands me a tissue, which happens to be whatever money you guys put into the stream.
That's kind of how it goes, you know.
He just says, thank you for my tissues. I mean, the dollars.
Well, I mean,
support.
people shit on YouTube for taking a cut, but I mean, God, I think Twitch's cut is something like 40%.
Yeah, Twitch's cut is really high.
Yeah.
And it's not even like ad revenue. It's like people just giving you money.
Yeah.
They're like, I'm sorry, we're going to have to take some of that.
Well, that's the thing is...
Which I'm like, okay, well, damn.
Well, that's the thing that, like, blows my mind is people will talk shit about Patreon taking, like, 10%, and they'll talk shit about YouTube taking percentages, but Twitch takes the cake on that.
Yeah.
I mean, they take a lot.
NPCs seem to use text as their preferred method of suicide.
Well, they do, and that's their choice, and I respect that choice. I also kill them.
I finished a new character sheet for my Cyberpunk RPG Geist drive yesterday. It's a forum fillable PDF because math sucks. Only need to finish a few more things before I start playtesting it with my friends. Well, good luck, Carl. So we need this guy dead. Spare no expense. Send 2 or 3 guys at him at a time.
Let's do the Jackie Chan thing.
What do we get?
2 to 3 guys at him.
You get railroad spikes. That's the guy.
That's the guy.
Hello, it's nice to meet you.
What is your name, sir?
My name's Stanton, and the sign outside says, Importer, what can I do for you?
I hear you're the man that owns the best tune.
Oh, yeah, what of it?
I'm here as a representative of the family.
Oh, as I said, what of it?
I think you should return ownership of the mine to them.
Ah,
oh, whoops, I accidentally clicked twice.
Forced? That's rich. It was his suggestion. He owed me a bit of money, you see. It was his way of making good.
I see. What would you sell it for?
I couldn't let it go for, let's say, 350.
Okay, I'll take it.
It's been a pleasure doing business.
Thank you, and I kind of want to kill them all. What are their levels?
25.
25, 25, and 20.
Can you save the game before you do that?
Yeah, but I'm not going to do it because he would wreck me.
What if you just set some dynamite down and walk away?
You know what? You're right. 1 second. What is dynamite for?
Exactly. Like, you just say, like, thank you. Here's some fireworks on the house. Don't worry, they're little sparklers.
Yeah, no, I agree. Let's go ahead and just set that down right there.
Oh, and now they want to fight you. Why would they want to fight you? How do they know that that's a bad thing? Okay, they're punching you to death now.
Wait, they don't have weapons? Oh, well, I do.
Let's see. Windows 10 named for how many minutes you go between having to restart updates. Twitch takes 50% on most things until you're big enough to renegotiate. I don't think I'd ever renegotiate with that. I'll be like, all right, fine, do whatever.
Yeah, I think their negotiation is if you don't want to get shut off the channel and you want to get paid today, you're gonna do what we say.
I'd have to like have some pull at Nike or something stupid, you know. I'm like, all right, that's cool. Hey, Nike, these guys don't want me on their platform. I don't have that kind of pull. I don't think Nike likes me because I buy the cheapest shoes possible.
Mike buys store brand shoes.
Don't make fun of my shoes. I just buy shoes that fit me, man.
I buy shoes at Safeway.
I buy shoes over at the local Giant Eagle.
Wow.
The cabbage section.
Cabbage and shoes. Yeah, see, even then... Wait. If that's still ticking down at the end of this... Wait. Oh, please. Please. Damn!
Oh, we didn't get a chance to see him die.
Oh, man. You know,
it was a good try.
It was a very good try.
You did kill most of them.
I did, but they just are hit point soaks at this point, so it's all right. We tried.
Dynamite diplomacy. Exactly.
I mean, there was that first guy we blew up, and it just got crazier from there.
What is dynamite for? Well, it's great for making short-term friends.
I could build a time bomb.
That's true. Dynamite is like duct tape. It fixes everything.
Mm-hmm.
Their levels are too many, but not for dynamite.
Yeah, if I had the right levels, I could build a time bomb.
Dynamite is what we in the business call passive-aggressive negotiation.
Yeah.
Look how quickly those guys wanted to hug you. Exactly.
Yeah, they came up, they're big huggers. With their fists, though.
Yeah, they don't know how to hug correctly.
They're tenderizers, man.
Where apparently these thugs recognize the threat to themselves that dynamite is. Unfortunate.
That's a strange candle, friend.
It's a scented candle. Smells like gunpowder.
Yeah. Whose house might this be? Gilbert Bates, the industrialist, lives here. Yes, I need to gain an audience with Mr. Bates.
That's not possible. Mr. Bates sees no one, especially now with the recent attempt on his life.
Attempt on his life?
Oh, Mr. Bates was attacked in his study by some fanatic. Thank the gods, Chuka was there to snap the intruder's neck before he could do any harm.
Chuka?
Chuka is Mr. Bates's bodyguard. Mr. Bates saved his life somehow years ago. Chuka has been at his side ever since.
Nevertheless, it is imperative that I see him.
Well, you've been having some problems with saboteurs at the local factory. Go and blow them up. Mr. Bates will thank you personally.
I'll be off then. Do.
Trash Panda Man.
I mean, he asked me to do a job I can do.
Awesome. Welcome back. Blow it apart with dynamite and put it back together with duct tape. Exactly.
Yeah, dynamite and duct tape. D&D.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Gunpowder scented candles. Huh, that doesn't seem to be very waxy. It seems to be moving
What is
around.
this place? It's the Bates Engine Factory.
I think you have to accept his quests.
Ew.
I think you didn't hit the accept. Otherwise, yeah.
Damn.
Mechanics be damned.
I'll mechanic your face.
Yeah, that's a fucking job right there, man.
Mechanic. Face mechanic. Also known as a plastic surgeon.
Holy hell, I got off work early enough to catch some courtesy flush fluggery alive. Well, welcome back. Might be a werewolf.
He might be a werewolf, Mike.
Might be.
He might be.
That's true. Well, this is the month for it.
It's Spooktober.
It's October, also known as Werewolf Awareness Month.
It's Spooktober.
Be aware of the werewolves around you and your family. Make sure you leave out some extra steaks on the front porch.
Yeah.
Preferably on a plate. They're werewolves, not animals. Come on.
I'm here to help with the saboteurs. Remember they show up at like 2 in the morning?
It did it anyway. Jackalopes, thank you for the courtesy.
Yeah, where are these?
Angry candle.
I remember these guys show up at like 2 in the morning. The saboteurs, you just wait and then they teleport in and they're like, ah! Yeah, this is like the Bates
Machine Factory. Oh yeah, they fucked that one up.
Yep, this is Steam
Scrambles
engine.
could fix it.
Oh, Scrambles could fix anything. I mean, he did hotwire that fucking nuke, as you may recall.
1 more hour.
Yeah.
This is like Daggerfall. There you go. They should be here, right?
Give him a second or two. Because they'll teleport in and then be like, oh! Yep, there. Teleporting bandits.
We did not expect explosions.
Then they prepared poorly. Fucking Luddites. All right.
The linoleum blown apart. So are you going to make the hand cannon in this game, or as I call it, the Arm Loss Express?
I might. I've not yet decided. I like the idea of having the machine gun, especially with high decks.
Yeah, the saboteurs be like, hey, the transport! Oh, no explosions! Hey, what are you doing? But spaghetti! He shuts it off.
All right, they're dead.
Yeah, Scramble punch everything better.
I do. And remember at the very end, the master was waiting in his little study to try to talk to me and do his in thing, and Scramble stumbled down to the basement, armed in H-bomb, and left. No dialogue, just end of game.
Can I pet the werewolf? Only if you really don't like having an arm. You may do that, David. Also, probably not a good idea unless they are like the kinds of werewolves that use L'Oreal or something.
L'Oreal.
Because I've pet an actual wolf before. Their fur is very fucking thick and not... It just doesn't feel nice. I'm sorry. It's all scraggy and shit. It is late. Come back in the morning.
I'm just going to stand here all night and stare at you.
All right.
I removed the saboteurs.
Oh, thank the gods, I thought we'd never get rid of them. Please go inside. Mr. Bates would be anxious to thank you.
You are most generous.
Sandwich Heavy Portfolio. Thank you for the courtesy. What a name. Heavy Sandwich Portfolio.
So I'm going to put 2 points into charisma so I can get the third person. And the third person is going to be that healer lady.
Excellent.
Not the weird dwarf.
Bonus wolf facts, indeed.
Wolf facts.
Can't stay for the stream. Want to say hi and have a good day, everybody. Well, thank you.
It's a Monday.
Clown Car. Thank you very much.
All right, here's one of the few voice characters.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Gilbert Bates, as I'm sure you have surmised. I'd like to extend my thanks to you, sir, for putting an end to the difficulties at my factory. I've been informed that there is a matter you wish to discuss.
Quite so. I'd like to ask you about this ring.
Great gods! How did you come by that ring?
A strange-looking gnome gave it to me as he lay dying.
Strange? Whatever do you mean, pray tell?
Thank you, Thunderclap Sasquatch.
Gnomes have those beady eyes, but his were strong, dwarf-like.
Are you sure it wasn't a dwarf, then?
No beard. We would sooner slit our throat than cut our beards.
Yes, I am familiar with the dwarves and their customs. Tell me, was there anything distinctive about this fellow?
He had a scar over his left eye.
By Alberic, I knew it in my heart. That was no gnome. It was Stennar Rockcutter.
A dwarf, clean-shaven? Impossible!
Yes, I know. It is madness, but please tell me, did he say anything to you before he died? Did he say anything about me?
He said he had escaped to warn us about the evil.
The evil? What evil? And where did he escape from?
He didn't say. I was hoping you would know what it meant.
Something horrible must have happened after I... Did he say anything else?
He referred to you as a boy. Why would he do that?
I do not know. Even though dwarves reckon time differently than humans, he must have realized that I am now an old man. Perhaps it is because I was but a boy when I betrayed his trust all those years ago.
How did you come to betray him?
That is quite the long tale. A tale of my shame, it is.
Wait a second.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
Oh?
Sorry.
Buttons.
There we go.
All right. I'm listening.
I just realized it was on the
It is
wrong end.
ironic that my greatest mistake is that which brought me such wealth. As a youth, I was enamored of all things dwarven, so I sought out the nearest clan and attempted to impress them with my grasp of their technology. They laughed. It was obviously a novelty to them, a ridiculous human who had a natural bent towards technology. I suppose it didn't help that I was a mere 14 years old at the time. I became something they humored to entertain themselves. Stennar was the only one who truly called me friend in all those years, and betrayal is how I repaid his friendship. It was he who first showed me their steam engine, as he knew I could appreciate the beautiful intricacies of its design. They had left it to rust in a corner, as they had very little use for a device that would reduce the need for sheer physical power. Imagine a dwarf relying on a device to do his digging for him. It's preposterous. I asked him if I could tinker with it, perhaps improve on it, as I knew this was the key to becoming truly a part of the dwarven world. I quickly devised a way to use it to power a pump for draining the mines. When I fell all over myself trying to explain it to them, laughter was, once again, their only response. I knew I had to somehow gain their respect, so I hastily sketched some schematics and set out to prove my theory. The struggling human mining company that I brought the plans to offered me a share in their mines for the steam pump. I was ecstatic. I had not a care for their mines or their money. I desired vindication. When I returned to the dwarves to boast of my accomplishments and be welcomed into their clan, they were gone. The inventions came quickly after that. fueled by my anger and confusion. How could they have denied me my place amongst them after all my labors? Somehow I felt I could still prove myself to them. I continued searching for them in all my spare moments, but to no avail. But then they came, the robed ones. They appeared to me late one night, and they warned me to never speak of, nor try to find the dwarves again. Still being a mere lad, you can imagine the terror that put into me. As my wealth and power grew, I shook off some of my youthful fear, and hired the first in a long chain of investigators to locate Stennar and his clan. None of them ever returned with any worthwhile information, and some never returned at all. The ones that did told of vicious traps and creatures attacking them from the shadows. As word of these failures spread, it became more and more difficult to find souls brave enough to take on the challenge.
But why did he send me here with your ring?
He knew that ring would lend veracity to your tale. I gave Stennar that ring the last time I saw him. Now he is dead. If only we knew what he meant by the evil.
Virgil here thinks it has something to do with his wacky religion.
I don't put much stock in religious ramblings myself.
Neither do I.
But if you feel it could help you to get more information on the Panari, you should go to their temple on the northern end of Lion's Head Circle. I'm more concerned with who killed Stennar and why, and what all this has to do with my relationship with the Black Mountain clan.
All right, so what's to be done now?
There must be some clue left in the Black Mountain mines. I am certain of this. You seem to be a resourceful individual. Would you be interested in searching the mines for some clue as to their whereabouts? I would make it worth your while, I can assure you.
I'm anxious to solve this conundrum as well. I accept.
Splendid! Here, let me mark your map with the location of the Black Mountain mines. I am certain there must be some clues to be found there. Please, return as soon as you have found anything.
I shall return with the information you have requested.
Oh, one more thing. I would like to purchase my ring back from you. I'd give you 200 coins. It would mean quite a bit to me. My father gave it to me before he died.
Certainly, here it is.
Much obliged. I will speak...
Farewell. I remember one time I was like, nope, and just ran off. I just was like, nah, that's mine.
Yeah. I'm not mature enough for his last name. I suppose with a name like that, you have to have servants to call you sir instead of master. Dragon Age also went the heresy route of clean-shaven dwarf.
Yeah,
Shameful.
that was crap.
I've been trying to catch a stream for ages. Welcome back, Thunderclap Sasquatch.
Thunderclap Sasquatch.
Sandwich Heavy Portfolio. What's a good name for someone obsessed with dwarven culture? A Kazaboo?
Oh, yeah.
A Beardy Boo? Yeah. A Runaboo?
Maybe.
The pacing this dude is doing his best. Crow on the phone impression. Yes. I love this game. What's the crow on the phone impression? Alright, I gotta hear that. I love this game world and hope we can get further adventures in it. Absolutely. Fun fact, werewolves are bad with axes. Might be a werewolf is giving us a werewolf fact. But that does not, legally speaking, that does not say that he or she is a werewolf.
Let's take the train.
I am familiar with dwarves and their extremely frustrating traits.
Oh, here we are.
That's what you should say.
Here we are.
Welcome to Black Mountain Line. We offer rail service throughout the United Kingdom. Where do you want to go today?
Blackroot.
Well, shit, I got you hooked up, son. Blackroot it is. Get your ass on that train.
All right, yeah, okay. Oh, I love the questionnaire.
You better not bring no magic hocus pocus on this train.
Yeah. Are you or is any member of your party a practitioner of magic, elven or of elven heritage? No. Are you carrying any magical items? Have you been approached and asked to carry any magical items by people not traveling with your group? No. Which of the following describes your physical age? A. Less than 100. Are you traveling with summoned elementals, animated dead, mind-controlled, turned to stone, or otherwise physically challenged party members who will need some additional time and assistance in boarding the train? No. Do you have either knowledge or practice or enscrolled parchments or charged magical items with any of the following magical spells? No. 2. Yes, thanks, God.
Yeah, getting on a train is like going through the TSA.
Yeah.
Take off your shoes.
Ugh.
Dwarf beards make for excellent kindling.
Ooh. All
So are
right.
you suggesting that if we were to load a flamethrower with Nair, we could both do war crimes against the dwarven people and spawn a new subrace as your victims are shunned?
I hate this.
Where is that where first generation gnomes come from?
No, they're way different.
Hello, Naresar. Yes, we have ridden a train. Good to see you again. Please purchase my items. Do not steal them. I know it was you.
Really?
Yes. You have a specific smell about you that is indistinguishable from anyone else.
Does it smell like gasoline?
That and gunpowder.
Yeah, I figured.
Can't have pixies on the train, sorry.
No pixies on the train.
Are you going to sell us a sticky buddy next? I'm not going to sell that.
No.
Better than the rail service in the actual UK. Man, what a speech. Time for a nap. Considering the age of the game, that exchange was rather prescient.
Yes, it was. I think that's fucking hilarious. You're trying to get on the train, they're like, do you or anyone else in your party possess magical artifacts to include? And you're like, no! I want on the train.
I like how it's not illegal to raise the dead, but it's an Amtrak company policy not to let them on the train.
Well, yeah. Oh.
Here come the rats.
Okay.
Throw putrid rodent. The rodents are like, hey, man, I took a shower.
Oh, here they
They're
come.
trying to get you with their feet.
Yeah.
They're trying to touch you with their little toes. What about my dragon? Can he get on the train? Nope. No dragons allowed.
You can ride the dragon.
Yeah, why are you getting on a train? You don't. That's like, saying like, hey, can my Camaro come on the train?
No.
When I would see Crow have a conversation on his cell phone, especially a call that concerned work, he'd be up and pacing from the kitchen to the living room for pretty much the whole duration. I do not do that at all. You better not fucking say anything, Tex, because it's not true.
Yeah.
Don't do no.
Mm-mm. He sits perfectly still. He has never fidgeted in his life. And I am not under duress. Don't hurt me.
The dragon can stoke the engine, though. That is true.
All right. Hey, you wanna come along with me, lady?
Oh, absolutely. Please take me away from this dreary place. I like her picture. It looks like somebody like telling her like, don't forget your jacket. She's like,
You're gonna wear the suede jacket.
Jaina Styles is like, motherfucker, that's all you had to say.
Yeah, she's gonna wear a nicer jacket that actually has armor rating.
Well, her dress had moth holes in it. I mean,
Yeah, that's fucking
poor.
terrible. I'm gonna get her like a gun.
Hit me with that old Ratto Blast.
Yeah, let's see.
What can I do for you?
Let's see. What? No, I don't want to tell her to leave. Let's see.
Yeah, she definitely looks like somebody who just got told like, hey, don't forget
so look,
to pay
she's
your...
got a little bit of melee, a little bit of dodge, no firearms,
But
some
she's a
heal.
healer. She is your party's healer.
Some healing. Here, I'll give her the bandages.
You cannot just toss on a dwarven sweater. Fun dwarven fact, dwarves can be woven together by their beards to make fine sweaters. Yeah.
Ew. No, they can't.
What's really funny is the amount of drugs transported across country on Amtrak is really, really high. Every time I take the Empire Builder from the P&W, the car would be rank with all the scent of dank.
Yeah.
I mean, fair enough. I remember when my mom when I was probably about 5 years old, my mom took us on Amtrak from Florida to Cleveland, and we got lice from the train.
I remember I had to ride Amtrak across the country to go to a scout camp.
Oh.
And they stopped twice because they had a railroad strike. They just turned the train off and sat.
Oh.
And it was hilarious because we actually missed scout camp and we were camping out on the Amtrak. It was so fucking sad. We never rode it again.
Oh, man. Train lice.
Ah, yes. The lice of yesteryear.
I, too, pace and talk. It's a limited range due to being on the end of the cord of most of my life. Yeah.
No, when Mike gets a phone call, I can tell because he walks around the house at 90 miles an hour.
Not 90.
Yeah, dude, his feet run so hard on the carpet, it spools it up.
I do a Naruto run with the phone.
Yeah, people are like, sounds really windy. You sound out of breath. And he's like, no.
I don't walk that much. Do I? I do pace.
You do pace.
Yeah.
You don't walk that much.
I go from room to room. I stand in one room and then I leave and go to the next room.
Oh, look, this. Hey, do you got a ring? This guy's like, no.
Archibald, Gladys, tell that old hag I'll never give her a damn ring back. Never. If you come here again, I'll have your son Bernard give you a sound thrashing.
You give me the ring or I will thrash you.
He will do no such thing.
No. No.
You'll leave my home immediately.
Before he gets here. There.
Die, heathen.
Uh-huh. Okay, Grandpa. Or, okay, Boomer.
Oh, the guard's coming in here like, oh, yeah, finally I can put Archibald down. I'll just say it was an accident.
No, that's the lady. And Virgil.
Oh, okay. I thought that was just a guard standing outside like, oh, shit. Finally.
Oh, cool. Where's that ring? There we go. You know what? I'm also going to steal his shoes.
Gotta make it look like a boring robbery.
You know what? No, I'm going to make it look like a dynamite accident. All right. Yeah, see, dynamite went off in his house.
All right, make sure everyone's out. All right.
Yeah, that happens down here in Cumbria.
There's a lot of dynamite explosions.
Yeah. So as you heard, sometimes that just happens. Oh man, he was playing with dynamite and he exploded
with several bullets in his face. Yeah, that happens.
It would be kind of hard to tell what killed him at first.
I got stuck in North Dakota in negative 60-degree weather because the rail switch freaking froze. Oh man, that's horrible. My mother went to Disney and left me in school. Wow. Yeah, I'm with Carl. Wow.
I remember it was fucking hilarious. I rode the roller coaster at Disneyland because my parents had to do a Disneyland vacation when I was like 12. My sister, I think, was like 4. And we went to Disneyland. Oh, hold on. Let me throw his shoes away. There we go. So we went and did a Disneyland vacation. And I was riding, and they had one of those roller coasters where I forget what it was, but it was really high G. And the guy in front of me, I saw him turn like he was gonna puke, and it was this big fat motherfucker that had been eating the whole time in line. And I know that sign because I had been to Six Flags over Texas, by the Astro World when I was a kid. So I know when someone's gonna fucking throw up. So I shielded my face, but we went around a bend on that roller coaster at just the right time, and he sprayed vomit over everyone in line. It was like a fine garden hose mist that just blew out of his mouth and all over all those people. And so I heard it go and leave his mouth, and it just sprayed everyone in line. And I died laughing on the rest of that roller coaster. I could not breathe. I was laughing so hard. Because as I was seeing people get on the roller coaster, some of them were just soaked in this guy's puke. It was amazing. Hey, I found your ring, old lady.
Oh, you did? How'd you find it?
Archibald gave it to me.
Oh, I see. Well,
yeah, of course. Here it is. There you go.
Thank you for
my good deed.
She knows what you did.
Who cares?
She's sad now. She lives by the castle.
Listen, does she want to have a dynamite accident?
That's true. when I was a Cub Scout, we had to sleep over at a science center in my city. It was actually kind of cold. That is kind of neat. House does go boom. In the Arcanum manual, they mention that magic can change the coefficient of friction between two objects so that it fluctuates randomly. My question is, how does any wizard manage to walk? That's fair. I don't think they thought that far ahead, Michael.
Yeah, I don't suppose they did. So we're going to go to Liam's workshop. We're going to do this.
Killing the boomer with stuff that goes kaboom. Some poetic justice right there.
He was just sitting there. He's like, if you don't do this, I'll beat your dick off. And
I'll fight you.
Yeah, you won't.
I'll draw my sword and fight you.
All right. Yeah, I mean, look, if the guy wants to throw down, I'll throw down. But if he really feels like he's gonna beat me up, that's a little different.
Here's a bit of narration for you. Oh, hey. Thank you, Terry, for the courtesy. Here's a bit of narration for you. And in that one moment, Disneyland for Tex was the happiest place on earth.
Oh, I love that. No, I mean, I remember that. And I remember, I remember, we had flown out there, and I had gotten so fucking full because everything at the Disneyland Hotel and Resort is really bad for you. I mean, because this was the 90s.
Yeah, they had McDonald's in there.
Yeah, I mean, everything was just bad for you. Fries, grease. Everything was just ass loads of sugar and carbs and starch. And, you know, it's like, oh, you want breakfast? I mean, this is before the health craze. This is before Super Size Me and all that shit. So they you know, it'd be like, oh, you want breakfast? Well, here's a giant stack of powdered sugar waffles in the shape of Goofy's head or whatever.
Yeah,
you know?
Exactly.
Oh, yeah. And
they'd give you that, like 15 pounds of cantaloupe. I don't know what it was with fucking hotels and cantaloupe.
It's probably because they got it from the same labor force that makes their shoes. So, hey, I'm just being honest.
No,
they
it's
did
true.
use slave labor. So, at any rate, I'm sitting there, and I eat this, and I have for the first time in my life, because like I said, I'm young at this point. If you can imagine Mr. Tex young. And I have for the first time in my life the inability to shit. And it's just because I've eaten all this gross food. So we go ride some rides, and then after riding rides and being in the Southern Californian sun all day, I am suddenly overcome with a powerful need to make poop. So I go in and use this Disneyland bathroom, and it was the bathroom in our hotel room, and I don't know what happened because it was one of those shits where it was so big you black out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just like incredible shit.
I've had one.
Yeah, and so you try to flush, and it won't. So I have to call the front desk and be like, doo-doo, no go down toilet, right?
Yeah.
So Disney maintenance, because they want to say everything's the happiest place on earth, Disney maintenance comes up. He's got a fucking fake-ass smile plastered on his face. He's got a fucking hat with ears on it. And he has a balloon because he heard there's a little kid in the room, my younger sister. So he comes and he's like, hey, we're here to fix the thing, da-da-da. He goes into that bathroom, and he closes the door. And he's got a plunger. And I hear, from behind the door, and I hear sloshing and flushing and sloshing and flushing and slosh. 15 minutes later, this guy comes out. He is not wearing the hat. He is not wearing the smile. He has a river of sweat pouring down his forehead, and he gives me the fuck you kid look and just walks out without saying a goddamn thing.
That's great.
So let's read this journal.
Yes.
Oh, God.
This is too much to read. Look at what's the Cliff Notes?
Okay, so basically the Cliff Notes is this guy goes out to this little place to invent and do stuff. His mother's that Liddy inventor with a fucking bulletproof hat.
Yes.
And he goes out here and he starts to see weird shit in the woods. Just really weird shit in the woods. And it turns out there's some sort of strange portal that's letting monsters loose. And he says, I'm going to go stop the portal. If you find this, I may have failed. And so we walk through this zigzag path in the woods, and we find not only an oblivion portal before oblivion, but we find creatures along the way that we're going to fight that are worth a lot of XP.
This is also, if you're looking for a nearly endless grind, you can do that here, because enemies will continue to spawn, and you can fight them.
Yeah, but it's real easy to get overwhelmed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why does young Tex still have a beard? Yep, that's true.
Yeah, I've been able to grow a beard since I was about 14. But no, I felt really bad. Oh, see, here.
Lesser Void Lizard.
The Void. Yeah, they're hard to hit because it's also night.
Yeah, probably should rest until morning.
I agree. But look how many fucking hit points this fucker has.
A lot.
Yeah, and you can very easily get overwhelmed in this.
Oof.
Yeah.
Why do they always attack you, but not like the rest of your party?
Because they're soft as baby shit. I mean, so we'll sleep until morning. There we go. But yeah, that was a story from Disneyland. I remember some. Oh yeah, these things. Ugh.
Araya slave.
50% chance to hit at point blank.
Oh, but you leveled up, man. That's what matters. Carl says, I used to game test at EA, and the bathrooms there got utterly destroyed right after lunch each day. Well, is that because... I'm wondering, is EA's cafeteria just Taco Bell? Because I remember, I think it was like early 2000s, I saw like a little inside docu about the work environment of EA, because they were like trying to say like, yeah, we have the best work environment. We have a cafeteria, a place for sleeping because you never go home. So I saw that and I was like, what is actually in their cafeteria?
No, it's because the reason that bathroom would be destroyed is you have guys who are eating a lot of junk food because they can't leave. They're eating out of snack machines. They're eating delivered food that is not great.
Yes.
And then on top of all that, they're under high stress and they're drinking shitloads of caffeine. I guarantee you, people go in there, they eat their EA sanctioned protein lunch or whatever, and then they proceed to Tropic Thunder the bathroom.
Well, that's a greater Void Lizard. He's got a little more HP, I guess.
Well, he can go away.
Yes. It was 300 nerds using like 10 stalls.
Oh, oof.
Yeah. Is Tex fighting a jellyfish? Yes, he is. A Hanar. Some extra dimensional this and that, you know. This is like camping the Deathclaw camp, but you don't have energy weapons at 115 with turbo plasma rifle. One missed in between, the eyes equals reload.
Yeah.
Fallout 1. Everyone is probably so stressed out that they can't take the morning poop, so the lunchtime of food is an outward push.
Okay, so here's where you can get very easily overwhelmed.
This is the Infernal Araya.
Yeah, so you have level 30 guys, you have level 15 guys. This is where you can very easily die. But this shit will keep spawning, so if you can stay alive, you can XP farm this. If you're playing Arcanum and you are a wizard, you can do this real easy.
Oh yeah, Harm,
Fireball, all that stuff.
Harm's great because it's like whoop 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 whoop, and they're just it's a dubstep party. HR people aren't robots? That's true.
There, I knocked them around with the explosives. I will keep fighting them until I run out of bombs.
The cafeteria was actually great and the food there was decent, but the HR people were robots.
Yeah, well, I could see that. They're probably having to fill like, what, 12? Oh my god, did you see how many hit points that was?
Yes, I caught just the tail end of that.
So, yeah, HR people turn into robots when they have to fill 1,000 jobs a week.
Mechanica says, I've been in that place before. I've literally walked in on a man who had exploded a turd across 3 walls and was scraping it off the bottom of a shoe. 45-minute cleanup. It was a Disney thing.
Oh, God, yeah. I saw, when I worked retail a long time ago, I saw a guy wearing sweatpants. And I saw a grown man shake a turd out of his pants. Like, he just, like, did the Elvis thing where he's, like, kicking his leg, and I was like, oh, man, his balls stuck to it. No, turd came out.
Now, I worked in Big Lots, man. I had a lot of 3 health.
Yep.
You need to cure all something. It's what you use the big bucks for, you man. This is what you use the big heals.
Yeah.
God, I hate saying big heals. Fucking World of Warcraft ruined that.
I know.
Big hills, guys. Big hills. Big hills. Big hit. Motherfucker, I'm pressing the button. Why don't you chill out?
Uh-oh.
No.
Yep.
Aww.
Yeah, and see, they just keep spawning. Look at that. If you had this in real time, you will lose in like 3 seconds. So it's a challenge.
I remember this old, I think it was an old lady came in and she had a colonoscopy bag.
Oh man.
And it burst and it was just rolling out of her pants.
Ugh.
And she was trying to through the store, and I had this really nasty lady who comes in every so often, and this was like one of those movie moments.
Yeah.
That's what I call it, because it felt like it was like scripted, where the mean lady comes in after the shit lady comes in, and she's like fucking like, oh, this store smells horrible. When are you going to get it cleaned up? This place is just going to hell. She kept saying shit like that. She walks down halfway down the aisle and she steps on a turd and does like a Scooby-Doo, like kicking up with high heels and grabbing onto a shelf and stuff. And she's like, what the hell? I almost broke my neck. And then she's like, there's actual shit on the floor. And she's like walking around. She didn't leave the store because you know that's how they are. They don't quit. They're like, no, I'm going to get a good deal now. That's what she thought. She went to the paper towel aisle, opened up like 5 boxes of paper towels, started wiping everything down off of her body because she had slipped. So she's just like a shitty lady, smells like shit. She knew she was getting 20%, so she wasn't leaving the store.
Yeah, so she was probably like, you should have just said, welcome to Big Lots.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So
I'm a janitor. Had an elderly woman turn an entire toilet brown and tell no one. This was at a church during service. No one left a note. Oh, no. I get how magic would interfere with technology, but not how technology could interfere with magic. Why do some chemical reactions interfere with magic and others not? That's a good question, actually.
Depends on how the world's written. All right.
Like combustion in a steam engine disrupts magic, but combustion on a torch doesn't?
That's a good question. So here's what I'm going to do, because I know I don't have the means to really run this right. There. I'm going to go ahead and just solve it.
Kill what's here.
Yeah.
Do you get experience for all those deaths?
Yeah.
Sweet.
See?
Oh, that's excellent. Cool.
Okay, done and done. Thank God.
You've stopped the Oblivion invasion. Evil Canadians don't leave Surrey. I demoed your bathroom notes. Yeah. Robots Trying to Be Colossus, the Forbin Project.
Oh, that's a great movie. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We talk about a lot of fun shit on the podcast. And you can leave voice messages on our podcast, which is really cool.
Please go to Anchor FM and leave voice messages on there. We'll listen to them. I'll pull them up. I think you could do it with your phone, and it's only on Anchor FM. And I'm not like trying to sell the thing or anything. It's just
we get no money from it.
It's just that we can't get voice messages from any of the other ones that goes out on just that website. So if you're like, I went to the thing and I didn't see it, it's like it's not on Apple, and Apple's mean, so don't use their services.
Apple crapple.
Yeah, Apple mean.
But you can upvote us on Apple, which is kind of cool.
A torch is a free-range fire. Oh, a free-range fire. An engine is a captive fire. Right. Too much magic and you get elementals involved. Oh. But they killed him. Oh, truly? Oh,
yeah.
I'm sad.
Here's his journal. Sorry for your loss. Anyways. Well, see, look. This is what I really wanted. The chapeau of magnetic inversion.
Okay, what does this chapeau of magnetic inversion do?
It requires batteries, which I will get these schematics to build out of potatoes.
Of course.
It stops bullets.
Oh, a fine top hat indeed.
Indeed. People shoot bullets at you, and it just reverses the magnetic field, and they go flying. It will replace my standard top hat, which I will give to the lady. there.
Steam in a steam engine disrupts magic. Okay. How does steam in a sauna also disturb magic? How about a waterfall or natural mist?
No. These are good mechanical questions. Again, this depends on how the world works.
You'll have to go to the mages of Tola and ask them, because they're the ones that are like, oh, my magic's not working.
Even then, they're probably not going to be able to answer you. They just know it works. They're the Todd Howard of professionals. It just works.
Yeah, had a job at Chuck E. Cheese at 16, declogged the bathroom task. There was no drain cleaner. We used boiling hot water and 2 jugs of Clorox, t-shirt, face mask, and safety goggles. 2-inch deep puddle of brown. Oof.
Well, it's that Chuck E. Cheese pizza, man.
God.
But Chuck E. Cheese pizza does that every time.
Is there a tabletop version of this that anyone knows of? No, but I believe you can set one up with GURPS.
Yeah, GURPS, or, I mean, good God. I think Mr. Welch covered it on Mr. Welch's Mad Musings. Castle Falkenstein is very much kind of a weird, science-y, steampunky setting. There's a lot of, I mean, shit,
I wonder if
dude.
Mr. Welch has played this.
I'm sure. And, dude, just homebrew shit. Homebrew.
Yeah, no, I'd like to see a tabletop game constructed from this. I was actually consider doing something with it, but I'm not that savvy with things like GURPS.
Yeah, GURPS is for accountants and engineers.
Yeah, I looked at it, I was like, oh, cool, I could probably do.
Yeah, what? Well, first you need to get the GURPS book on differential equations. But why?
There you go, Michael and Nick. You guys got yourself a new system that you both can enjoy.
Well,
they're both math tutors.
Oh, that's great. Because GURPS is not fun, and neither is math. So, no, basically GURPS is one of those things where you're going, I want to run a cyberpunk game, but I also want to run it in the time of Pocahontas. And you go, hold on, let me get the GURPS book for Cyberpunk Pocahontas.
There one exists.
Because there's a GURPS book for everything.
There is.
Believe me, you could say, I want to run a superhero game set during an alternate World War II where America and Australia are invading Canada that is being run by rabid moose. Well, hold on. Let me go get my World War II, Weird World 2 supplement about the Canadian front in GURPS. It exists in GURPS. Trust me.
We have a couple of new names for that top hat. Reverse the polarity of gun.
Yeah.
The top hat of bullet discouragement. I like that one a lot.
Yes. I will have you say, this top hat here, this chapeau, is fully capable of discouraging any assault from any projectile fired squarely against the front. And what would be really funny is if it was just a top hat made out of, like, sheet iron.
Victoriana has a very similar field Arcanum. Laws of thermodynamics, maybe. There's only so much entropy in the universe, so changing states as drastically as magic might not jibe with something that has to work at it.
Yeah, but also that sounds boring.
Yeah. Hey, Crow, could you hug and yell at Goat next time you see him? A band from Argo is my drinking song, and I love his version, but no matter what I do now, everyone's pulling into port for shotgun shells.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Goat will be here before you know it, and we'll have him on. Actually, we'll have him on a podcast.
Lord Corrigan says, "Wait, was it first or second edition Cyberhauntus?"
Oh yes, pardon me. I realized there was that upgrade for the John Smith expansion,
where he coughed on them all.
Oh,
whoops. Right, you can use any games to manage to do any sort of game. I mean, you could use the base Eberron game to run this.
Yeah, but then you'd have to buy an Eberron product.
Yeah. There is a great story in the manual about an experiment where the scientist puts a block on an incline so that it doesn't slide and then brings a magic item close. The magic messes with friction and gravitation so the block starts to slide, but how much magic messes with physical constants can't be predicted. Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, the science of Arcanum is there. I think you'd all make great Arcanum scientists.
Yeah, well, let's do cocaine and see what happens.
I like the idea of Arcanum science. It's just like, the top hat that deflects bullets, or
Yeah.
you make the guy who's like, this gun will shoot cracked corn.
But why?
Because it hurts. You ever been shot by cracked corn?
I don't care.
Lightly salted? Oh! That hurt way more than I thought. Of course it did.
I've loaded this blunderbuss full of walnuts. Oh, what science is that? Science? I use it for the squirrels.
Yes, I took all the old Cumbrian currency and loaded it into my shotgun. I found that shooting them in the face with it was poetic justice.
That's fair. I mean, there's a lot of games that could do this, but just homebrew shit.
Psyduck's like, did I hear cocaine?
Well, he is a psychiatrist.
He says, I prescribed cocaine for ghosts in the blood.
Well, I mean, that is the most reasonable use of cocaine.
Was the inventor named Jimmy?
Oh.
It was an attempt to do something different, at least. I can't talk. I prefer Dark Sun and Spelljammer. What if science is just magic that runs off of the belief in reason rather than mysticism?
Well, that is called Mage the Awakening.
I just hate prophecy, and that setting is full of them. Oh, okay. Cracked corn, coax,
these
machine
guys
gun.
again. Oh, God. All right.
Listen, I'm only me by myself. Don't hurt me. Ow.
Okay.
Look, the Malachian hand doesn't have a lot of money, you see.
You come out of the woods. You're like, finally, I found this guy. You step out. You say, prepare to die, because you have to. Your employers tell you you have to say that. Fine. Yeah. You say, prepare to die, Malachian hand. In that amount of time, he takes out a Molotov cocktail. He lights it. He throws it at you. You are on fire. Do you continue to attack at that point, or would you just say...
Do you continue stabbing with your fire poker?
No, you just say, fuck it. I would just say, fuck it. Like, this job sucks.
Kobold, get home safe. Have fun game texting, Mike.
Good.
Yes. This device filters disease from the blood. Just make sure you are never near magic with it. All the disease will flood out. Oops. Yes, you see, magic seems to like disease, and vice versa. It's an honor for you to return, Mr. Legbreaker. It's not like you stole from this guy.
That reminds me, I probably should steal from this guy again. He's probably got more money.
I remember seeing ads for GURPS in my comics as a child as well.
Yeah. GURPS did that a lot because GURPS was enjoyed by approximately 8 people.
Mage the Awakening has a GURPS book. I have it.
There is a GURPS book for everything. You could be like, hello, I want to fly a Nazi flying saucer against the reptile monsters on Saturn, and you will go get the GURPS book for Nazi flying saucer et al. Volume 2.
What is the science of time travel? Bought a chili dog, sat down at a desk, at second job, a sweatpants story hits, needed to diet somehow. Okay, I don't know if that was a response to something. I felt like there was a strunk happening.
Yeah, I'm...
Yeah, that was a strunk.
Is someone's phone ringing?
That would be mine, I believe. Oh, it was a scammer. How about no?
Yeah, I love when scammers call because they're like, hello, we would like to talk to you about your warranty on your Volkswagen. And I'd be like, sure. And then a person connects and they're like, hello, I would like to talk to you about the warranty of your Volkswagen. I was like, uh-huh. And they're like, your Volkswagen warranty is broken? And I go, no, I'm looking at it right now. 72,000 miles. And it's from Volkswagen.
Yeah.
My name is Jim. I don't think so.
I am Buster. Wow, what a name.
My name is Ricky. I am from Kansas. No, I don't think you are. Oh, look, he's got a small steam engine. It only weighs 1,000 stone.
So what's the GURPS book for playing character who plays role-playing games? I want to roll up the classic nerd game.
That is called GURPS Infinite Recursion, and it's a bit much. But no, I love when scammers call, because I had one call, and it was like, hello, we know this call is important to you. And I said, yes, it is. And then a guy picks up, and he starts calling, and he's like, sir, is this call important to you? And I was like, I am a phone answering machine. Please press 1 to speak with Jim. And half the time I can get them to press the button. You have selected call the police. Calling police. Oh, my favorite's the one where they say there's a warrant out for your arrest.
Oh, yeah, that guy, like, there is a warrant out for your arrest. If you do not call us back, we're going to send. I'm like, all right, send the cops. I'll shoot them too.
Yeah, well, I just start laughing because it's like, these scams can only work on someone who's like 80.
Yeah.
You know, oh, rifled cannon, yes.
That's a good one to get.
Yes, indeed it is.
Let's see. Here's one for text to sweat over.
What is it that you
The striker looks exactly like a VF1 from Robotech. Which came first?
I don't do Robotech, thank you.
Yeah, there you go. That's your answer.
I know people are like, who are into Robotech, Macross, and all that shit are like, but Tex! I really don't watch anime, man. It was just never my speed. I've had people show it to me, but they have to walk me through it. I am really like an outsider to that stuff.
He's honestly, like, when it comes to anime, it's like, you know, showing your grandpa anime who's never seen it before.
Yeah, because I'm basically like, oh boy, that man sure punched a lot of people. That sure is a humdinger. I mean, I don't know how to react to
the
it.
ironic thing is that my uncle, who is a grandpa in his late 80s, actually likes anime, and he will talk about his favorite animes, which all happen to be NSFW anime, because my uncle also likes Playboy.
Oh.
I don't know why I'm starting to sound like Pablo out of nowhere.
Yeah.
That was weird.
Look, I can build a rifled cannon.
That's great, man. Let's build it.
I can.
You need to have one of those accelerator guns.
Yes, I do, which means I think I know a place.
I think I got a guy. I got one for a life alert button and told the guy that I had fallen, I couldn't get down, and asked if they could send someone to get me off the ceiling.
Oh, that's great. I had one for life insurance, and they were like, would you like to buy life insurance? And I'm like, I already have life insurance. And they were like, well, we have some programs. And I was like, are you saying I'm in danger? Are you threatening me? There was a guy who tried to get me to buy Reader's Digest. I was like, no, thank you. Have you heard of the internet?
Yes.
That guy was so fucking sad.
Oh, my God.
All right. Oh, whoops. Ashbury. Reserved seats, certainly. No, no. Less than 100, no, no. Yes.
Oh, I've listened.
3,
I've
yes,
listened to.
thanks.
I've listened to Bill Burr talk about anime. He likes One Punch Man. It's the only one he can get into. But Bill Burr is way more accepting of things than I think most people are. He just acts like he's not. However, no, if you're wondering if my uncle probably likes tentacles, God, he likes all kinds of weird shit. He's old school, like, you know, he hit that Banned in 13 Countries VHS.
Oh, that
tape.
guy. Yeah,
where they always have a big collection.
Bum fights. Yeah,
just things like that.
Yeah. All right, we got to go save the dog.
Man, this is wild. I'm a construction worker that got lost on YouTube and found a Tex Talks Battletech. Never was a gamer, and now I got a Twitch and a Patreon and a fucking Steam account on a laptop. Fucking wild.
Yeah, dude. This has been a weird year, huh?
Yeah, might be a werewolf. Might be now a gamer. Oops.
All right, so anyone who's in
Glad to have
Arcanum,
you,
if
bud.
you're tired of getting your ass kicked, just run over in Ashbury quick as you can, and you run this way. Oh, you got to get there quick.
Oh, yeah, because it doesn't last that long. But you also check garbage cans.
Well, you have time to check garbage cans. Okay, so there's a dog that's passed out, and this guy's beating the shit out of it. Why are you kicking that dog? What did he do?
I just wanted to punch a dog. I don't feel happy about myself. I just want to cry. Like, just kick a dog.
Look, no reason to kill him.
What? Fuck. What did it cost?
He said 43 coins is what the dog cost him in food. I'm like, what were you eating?
It was 43 coins. I bought one of Lunchables. They're expensive.
Yeah, all right. So, dog drank your wine?
No. He knocked it onto the ground, and then I, didn't lick it up.
I'll pay him there
right, fine.
there. Okay, many thanks.
I'm
now
sorry.
you get
Don't
the
tell
dog.
my mom.
And the dog It's fucking awesome because
Yes.
the dog will do more goddamn damage biting people than a fucking shotgun. The problem is, with a dog, you can no longer ride the train.
Right.
So it's a weird. It's a
Yes,
weird
no
thing.
dogs allowed on the train. This is.
Yeah, I mean it's hilarious. The first time
It doesn't
I found
even
that
matter
out,
if it's a fucking
it's my anti-anxiety dog.
Yeah,
Sir, that's a
exactly.
wolf. It's my anti-anxiety wolf.
Yeah, people make me anxious when I have the wolf. They're no longer giving me anxiety. They're afraid of me.
Yeah. High velocity pistol.
No, there you go. Damn.
That's a good one.
That's a really good one.
Yeah, this guy usually is the high-tech gun store. So if you just keep coming back.
No, kill the gnome. This is why we fucking set gnomes on fire. Yeah.
All right, let's see. Rifled cannon I got.
Yeah. No dogs or mages allowed. Sign on train. Especially not dog mages, because they look happy, but believe me, they will set your house on fire.
They'll say bork bork fireball.
They'll say bork bork. Oh no, Grandpa's a zombie, back from the dead. That's a necromancy dog. You gotta be careful of those.
The necromancy hound. Yeah, they're pretty dangerous.
The combustion hound.
Oh my god, it's a dog that when it gets nervous it explodes.
It's like, oh boy, the dog's going to the is going to the schoolyard.
Oh dear. So yeah, there's
You
the
need
church.
the
I
accelerator
need
gun.
that, and I need to get pure ore.
Which you can get from Bessie Tune's mine.
Yeah, now that I've fixed it.
Yeah.
So, gotta give it a minute.
Dog meat. Is that the name of the dog?
No, it's just worthless mutt.
Oh, and you can't rename him.
Nope. Otherwise I would.
Acid gun?
Yeah, no, that's a good one.
That's an acid gun.
No, this is a good store to go to. This store usually has fancy gun shit. And if
He's like, I got this one by telegram. It's an acid gun.
it came in. First, get a gun. Stop. Second, put acid in it. Stop. Well, that seems... Yeah, let's build it.
Well, how did it draw all the things? Oh, my little brother drew the schematics. I'm sure they work.
Look, Henry Yellowboy.
Oh,
For
wow.
The Clarington rifle. It's actually really fast firing, but my pistol is better. Yeah.
Necromancy dogs summon their own bones. I hope Rudy never becomes that dog. Well, you never know. Rudy
Yep.
could be a wizard.
Okay, bullets. There's the shotgun.
I like how the
rifle.
shotgun is like very, very much trench coat. I like it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then get the what is that like the pump action? It's not even a pump action. That's just
There are a bunch of really weird looking shotguns in here. Some of them look like old Spencer shotguns.
Cav says, I'm really excited for the KOTOR playthrough on your channel.
Hallucinogen grenade. Excellent.
Yes.
He's like, legal things here. Coming to my legal...
Coming from the South Americas, the hallucination grenade.
It's
Step
made of...
1, ayahuasca.
Oh, God.
Step 2, make monster noises.
Oh, God. Yeah, no, I think I'm going to go clean out the... I think is one of the best grinding areas as well for this level is to go to the... oh, shit.
Oh, wow.
Bullets. Hallucinogen grenade. Concussion grenade. Yep. Let's see. Detonator.
Oh, yeah, we need that.
We need that. Flamethrower.
Flamethrower, absolutely.
Yes, we do. All right, what else?
Accelerator gun. Yes,
Thank
we have
you.
it. Now we can make the most powerful weapon
Well,
currently.
yeah, I mean,
Currently.
yeah, this is the store where you want to keep rolling those dice. So there's the rifled cannon, the high velocity pistol, the acid gun. You build
A repeater rifle, and it's not even like one shot of acid. It's like a Tommy gun that shoots acid.
Yeah, you have to build a repeater rifle, and then you have to build the charge accelerator gun, and we have to build the rifled cannon. So we have to get our gunsmithing up higher, so
Yes.
we can build
More things.
This apocalypse rifle that we will then weld together with
Trash.
like ratchet trash science, and then build a bazooka.
Yes.
Okay, I just wanted to check back. Okay, yeah, looks...
I think a C4 Chihuahua is the most dangerous. Small, compact, and already on edge.
All right, see, there's the electrocution grenade, which is expensive.
That looks like a nice
Concussion grenade, you have to take an explosive grenade and then get sheet metal.
That doesn't make a concussion grenade. That just causes shrapnel to fly everywhere.
Only for use with plastique, which, yes, you can build. Flamethrower, there. Fire obstruction, that's a pyro thing.
Let me read the description. Finding that your trusty old revolver just isn't making the grade against those pesky undead warriors? Well, the flamethrower is just what you've been waiting for. Made by combining the repeater rifle and a fire obstruction, this pyrotechnic wonder ignites an incomparable inferno that consumes everything, undead or otherwise.
Yeah, the flamethrower is really good, but the rifled cannon is where it's at.
Let me read that. How many of us have seen our ammunition bounce off a particularly stout piece of armor? You'll never see that again with the rifled cannon. This ferocious firearms, made by combining pure ore and an accelerator gun, fires a special armor-piercing bullet that will have them falling like 10 pins before their swords are even drawn.
Yeah, it's a...
You don't even have to sell it to us. We could just make it.
I know.
It's so good.
Yeah, so we need to get the charged accelerator gun. However, I know I'm going to just do one more day here because I know that sometimes he will have it, or some of these stores will.
Hey, Biddy, it's good to see you. The bazooka, the trash bazooka, chambered in 9mm bore shot.
Ugh. All right, so here we go. We are going to go down into the zombie lands.
Okay. It says, I did a side job boring a patio scene, the home owner in a garage living room set up with a few D&D books sitting around. I talked to him, and he DMs a group of friends and got invited over. Won't be able to go until winter when I get laid off. Anyone in the chat got any etiquette rules I should know so I don't disrupt the game so bad?
Always bring food.
Yeah, bring food, man.
If you bring food, any table will welcome you. Ask questions when you don't know what you're doing, and the DM is always right.
Yeah, just, don't be afraid to lose your character and die. Just, have fun with it.
But I always say...
Always demand your DM to describe an awesome death, though. That's the one thing you can get.
And it's also, your DM is always right. If your DM says blank happens, it happens. Roll with it.
Yes.
Some people get really shitty to their DMs, and they go, no, that's not what happens. Well, fuck you. He's running the game.
Oh,
also,
yes, one of my favorite characters.
Same. I was going to say, this guy is who I think of when I think of necromancer.
What do you want? My name is Jeffrey Tarlondash, and who, might I ask, are you?
I am Eurus Legbreaker. What are you doing out here?
I'm tending to my own business. That's what I'm doing. I swear the manners of the peasantry.
I'm sorry. Oh, how droll. I almost think you possessed a sense of humor.
Perhaps you're not as ignorant and as bland as you look, stranger. You've at least the brain power to conceive an amusing response. Nicely done. You've not the barbarian upbringing I expected.
And what is your background, Jeffrey?
Mine? Oh, the usual. Raised in Caledon, schooled in Tarrant, summers off the coast of Catan. I'm of the Fallsburg Tarondashes, if you know that sort of thing. I spent a few years in Tula among the old wizards. Bloody boring bunch of old codgers.
I see. Which college of magic did you study?
Oh, I dabbled in the necromantic arts, mainly on the darker side. A little of this and that. I've a job waiting for me in Tarrant with one of the newer mage consortiums, if I've ever a mind to go there.
Interesting. So what are you doing here?
Haven't you heard? Ashbury has a problem with its cemetery. Seems they've got bloody zombies just sprouting up from the ground every night, and nobody knows why. I just happened to be traveling through here on my way back to Caledon, and I thought I'd look into the matter.
And what do you think the problem is?
Well, just between you and I, there's quite a famous individual buried here in the Ashbury graveyard. A fellow by the name of Malachi Wrench, who was quite a necromancer in his time, wrote a few controversial texts, that sort of thing.
But if he's dead...
Yes. I'm getting to that. I think the old chap was buried with something powerful. And whatever it is finally got out, and now every dead John and Barry in this town is coming back to dinner. Quite a good story, if that's your cup of tea.
And so,
I want whatever the hell is down there. And I plan on finding out just as soon as I can figure out a way to get rid of these bloody zombies.
Perhaps I might be of assistance.
Yeah.
He sounds like Seth.
Yes, you just might be useful after all. I'd be willing to offer you 500 gold pieces for whatever is raising these zombies.
Done. All right.
Seth sounds a lot like him.
That's our Seth in the Black Pants Legion.
Yeah.
He sounds like that.
Yes, when he talks normally, that's how he sounds. I just realized it.
Right, so you turn on real time, and then you turn on go gun mode. Because the dog does the work.
He just eats through all the zombies. Yeah. Wow.
Great way to get XP.
That's the way to show those bastards. I mean, it's
It's only once you get underground you need to go back to turn-based.
Oh yeah, another good D&D tip. Turn this down. Another good D&D tip. Shower before you show up to new games.
Yeah, like don't be that guy who smells like BO and mildew and like Cheeto dust and crud.
Yes.
Be that guy who shows up with food, not just food for you. Don't show up with like a bag of uncooked hot dogs. Show up with, something decent, like a frozen pizza, Totino's pizza rolls, nachos, fixins for fajitas. Show up with something nice.
He points out, like, don't hang out in the kitchen. Don't ask where the Doritos or Mountain Dew. Don't play a bard or thief for your first game. Stop at the Boston Market and bring bone-in wings from a proper wing shop. Sounds like you want that more than anything else.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is ask the DM, say, hey, what does everyone like?
I had a DM who used a lot of home reward rules. One rule invalidated my character pretty much completely, so I peacefully quit the game. A DM can run the game he wants. I can just find another.
Yeah, and that's true. I mean, sometimes you're going to find some groups are not so great for you.
Yeah.
And it's not a bad thing. Oh, man, we're fighting a will-o'-the-wisp. Cool.
Yeah, and always shower before visiting anyone, D&D or not. Just don't show up like, hey, you want to hang out all day? And then you show up and you're just like, I haven't showered in 2 days.
Well, yeah, and
we hang out with. I've hung out with people like that.
Oh yeah, dude. The only reason we're saying is we've had it happen at our tables.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things of like, if you're going over to a stranger's house or you're being invited to a D&D game, be the good nerd.
Yeah.
Be that nerd they want to have come over. Be handy. Be helpful. Offer to clean up.
Totino's pizza rolls, pillow, large.
Yes. That's the size they come in.
Isn't that just the Hot Pocket? Be polite, clean, bring food and beverages to share, and have an egress plan in case they suck. Yeah, that's important too. Have a good, you just do one of those, oh, hold on, one sec. Oh, yeah, sorry, my wife called. Yeah, I gotta get going, guys. You do that. And people are like, oh, shit, yeah, man, you have a good one. You pull that off, you just finished doing their deck or whatever. You're like, yeah, these weekdays aren't going to work for me anymore. And you just slowly ghost your way out of their life. I mean, that's kind of shitty.
I got to return some VHS tapes.
Yeah. Oh, man, that was Blockbuster. I got to go to Montana or wherever the last one is.
Just let the dog handle it.
If you bring a Fiesta Pail, they are within their rights to shoot you. No, we're like, oh, you brought a Fiesta Pail? Hey, let's make it. And then they make it like, all right, now you have to eat all of it. You cannot leave. I will not let you leave. How dare you besmirch Montana? That trash is in Oregon. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, Blockbuster is a treasure. But then again, one man's trash is another man's treasure, so fair enough. And it was a treasure. Now it is just one store, hopelessly holding on as a tourist attraction, basically.
Remember back when you had to pay $10 to borrow a movie for a couple of days? Remember when some people thought that would be a sustainable business practice?
A good friend of mine ran a super railroad adventure, and I politely excused myself from his campaign.
Oh yeah, those are worse. Oh wow, her clothes broke. Now she had to put on the old dress.
She's like, nice armor you brought. Now I have to put my old fighting gown on.
Gotta get on your fighting gown. Yeah, almost got a level out of this. As you can see, it's a lot of zombies.
Oh yeah. Well, on the subject of Fiesta Pale, we can rejoice because they are currently not being made. Its components parts have been separated out and sold as such. Well, it's missing one component that text can tell you, and that is oil.
Yeah,
you can't make it with without oil.
You cannot make it with it. I mean, it's terrible.
It's like, welcome to your survival food. Guess what you can't cook with? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
A lot of zombies.
Although your Fiesta Pale came with like a 1911 and a couple of firearms.
Yeah, it was the special model. See, in turn-based, this dog, you can see how fucked up it is.
Good dog.
Good doggo.
Now you have a new level.
Mm-hmm. I need higher intelligence so I can build more gun. I need it so bad.
Yeah, Shadowrun. We have a blast every Shadowrun. I'd say. We have
30 megaton blast.
We have what's that the? Oh, that's the incinerator.
Yeah, there's actually a fire golem in there.
He's like, well, we can't afford an actual incinerator. We just magicked up
we just put some golems in there and let them do the thing. Yeah, no to sewer rats.
We have 27 episodes of Shadowrun, and almost been doing it for a year. That's 27 sessions. But it's not the same people.
And it's a rotating cast.
Yes. You just have to render the fat of your enemies to cook your Fiesta Pale. Is that what the instruction says?
Probably.
Fiesta Pale sounds like a fun time. A pink mohawk? Oh, I was asking about that thing.
It's a Shadowrun thing.
Ultra Pro D&D tips. Stay off the phone as much as possible. Your DM appreciates your attention and being ready for your turn of special combat. Also, everyone needs to treat themselves and read the last Blockbuster Twitter account. It's hilarious. This is an awesome dog. It is. I must complain to you or text. I'm uncertain. I realize that MechWarrior 5 is Epic exclusive. However, Cough Fit Girl Cough Repack Cough made me download it. What? Fit Girl Repack made me download it? What? What is that? Is that like a DLC? Get your Fit Girl today. And she's like, oh my god, thank you so much for buying MechWarrior 5. I'm going to be your new pilot voice thingy.
Oh.
She's like, generator online. Missiles are online. Oh no, those look like they're pretty dangerous.
Getting pretty good at blowing stuff up.
She's like, all right, work it. Do they call you out if you're unkind to fail to rewind? Yes, they do. They look at you with an eye that you will never forget. It will haunt you in your dreams and beyond the grave itself. Always rewind your VHS tapes.
Never.
That said, my 9-year-old laptop can't run it, so I had to find MechWarrior 4 Black Knight and the other one. Thanks for texting yourself. MechWarrior 4 is playable, but the setup process is difficult. Absolutely. But it is playable. I wish you all the luck in continuing it. It is a pretty neato game. Tex intends to play it at some point.
Yep, I've got it on my computer. It's on my to-do list.
Fit Girl means sailing the high seas with an iPad. Ah, okay. Okay, so yeah, I got it. I'm happy to see that your Molotov bottles are no longer covered in grease.
No.
The Shadowrun I watched was on YouTube channel. Okay, got it. Oh, the Fit Girl repack is... Okay, Mike's explained exactly what it was. Thank you, Michael. I am not currently in the high seas business, so I am unaware of these things.
Yes, the Yarhar, as it were.
Yes. However, I am not against it. Just I know nothing at this point. It's been like years. The girly boys from the early 1990s should definitely be in MechWarrior 5. Exactly. Are you Katrina Steiner?
Oh my god.
Oh my god, I'm like Katrina Steiner. Oh my god. She's like, I like totally run like this whole thing. Like, no, I'm gonna have like a wedding. It's gonna be great. You guys should come to my wedding. It's gonna be amazing. We're gonna combine 2 houses, and everyone's gonna be like, oh my god, what do you bring to the wedding? And I said, like, well, the Koreans are not invited because they're ick, and you know, the Capellans are like, you know, shoot on sight because gross, you know. So that just leaves 1 house. Yes, but you know, they gotta stop making moves on me because I'm totally getting married and they're not allowed.
That's
Yo, it's your
fair.
boy Merrick. I totally wouldn't do that because, you know, I'm juicing with the boys as bros before hoes. You know how it is.
House Merrick.
House Merrick.
And
I
the
love
dog.
Katrina Steiner with her big hair and big teeth. Actually, yeah, Katrina Steiner would be like a, hey y'all, welcome to the Lyra Commonwealth.
I have giant chompers. It is one of those people that
She would-
smiles and you hear the wind whistling between their teeth.
If I was to cast her, I would put Dolly Parton in that role.
Oh my god,
That
that would be
would
great.
be great.
That would be great.
She would fucking play the hell out of that.
Being fun of space, or being from space Germany's real great. Real great.
There would be at least a couple of musical numbers because you can't have Dolly Parton in your movie.
She just sings Darlene. Dog handles it.
She sings a song called I Got an Atlas the Size of Texas or something to that effect.
All right, here's where it gets dicey.
Yes. Punch him in the face. Oh, hi, boys. What kind of chaos is up for tonight? Thank you for the courtesy cookie, Mama. That would be Arcanum.
Oh,
I love how you guys always cast people who are 20 years too old for their roles. Yeah, but that's because we don't know anybody new. Everybody new has, like, they scare us.
Yeah, you like, when it comes down to trivia, if it's about modern music or people, I have no fucking idea.
Like, do I cast little Yachty? Like, who is that? Who is he? A guy? I heard the name, and so I say it, and people laugh at me, and then I'm like, I don't know what this is, because I'm out of touch, and I'm afraid to type that into Google because then all of a sudden I'll be seeing nothing but that on my feed. I'm very careful about what I type in.
That is the problem with Google. Is
Yeah.
you'll be like, hey, Google, what's the capital of this country? And then you start getting news from that country. Like, you must be really interested about Danish political process. And you're like, no,
Yeah.
not really.
What's the capital of Dana?
Denmark.
Dana? That's what I'm going to call it.
Okay.
Dana. That's how they say it in their language. I'm not from Denmark, but I could tell you. Dana is how they say it. Hey, Ross. Thank you for the courtesy. 665. Neighbor of the Beast. Welcome aboard. New scary stuff. Sasquatch burn with stabby stick.
Uh-oh. It's one of them fancy zombies.
I want to see now an Atlas with a Dolly Parton pinups on it. I know Katrina Steiner tried to repackage herself as Katrina when splitting from Fedcom. Yeah. She's like, hey, y'all. Oh, that was awesome.
It's like bowling, really.
That shit is so good.
Yeah,
Tex, if you were
that's the problem, that guy.
Oh, if Tex was given the chance to remake the BattleTech cartoon, would you do it? And would you do it differently?
Yeah, I'd do it with an actual plot, and I would do it without Clan Jade Falcon. And I would make it actually really decent. It would be
1980s like animation style.
No.
What would it be?
I'd have to look at animation for a while and say, you know what? I'd love to make it a little darker and love to make it not goofy.
Like maybe like a Samurai Jack style thing.
Maybe. I'm not huge into animation, so I wouldn't be able to even.
That's the way to show
Thank
those
God he's dead.
bastards. I mean, good hit, sir.
Hayao Miyazaki presents BattleTech. Everything just looks like it's from the 1920s. all the mechs are like steam engines.
Oh, all right. So sarcophagus.
There it is.
No, I already picked it up. It's in the middle of the ground. It was like right there. I'm just going to continue a little bit of grave robbing. Minor, just a little bit of grave robbing.
Yeah, I mean, this is, also where you get your chef special on Space Station 13. Just a little pro tip.
Yeah, just, yeah.
Nobody's using those bodies in the morgue, as you said.
Yeah, I mean, they're fucking lazy. They quit work.
Yeah, and if the CMO is not going to bring them back, then...
Look, yeah, if the CMO won't bring them back, they are fair fucking game. That is how that works.
Tex, are you sure the dog isn't a true hero of the prophecy and you're just a person who needs to set them on the path of adventure because you're hot damn can it kill?
Dude, I'm feeding the dog. That's my part in this adventure. I feed the dog. Oh,
yes.
Man.
No love for Jade Falcon. No.
No.
They're mean. And they're just mean to people. Like they're like, you ever heard of a toxic workplace? They're a fucking purveyors of that. They're super toxic. They talk behind people's backs. They think they're fucking in charge of everything, and they didn't even get certified. And I mean, just ugh.
No. They're not nice people.
Private cage. I've never been in one of these. Yeah, well, I've been in two girls before, but when the day comes, I'll make it work. You gotta put the FedCom wedding in it. Yeah. But would Texas BattleTech sell toys?
Probably not.
Your cartoon. That's the idea. If it sells toys, oh yeah, we'd partner with McDonald's. Fuck it. I mean, if we're making a cartoon,
look, it's the war crime meal.
Get your Happy Meal with all of your favorite. Each Happy Meal is themed after a different house. So you have the Capellan Happy Meal.
Wow, look, it's a 20 kiloton bomb, air burst fused at 10,000 feet. Isn't that cool?
The Capellan Happy Meal is just a fry and half a cigarette.
It's a fry and a nugget with a bite taken out of it. Cigarette butt.
It's cold.
Cold as revenge. All right. There you go.
Yes, what is it?
Found.
Really?
Here you go.
Thank you
Done
so
and done,
much.
bud.
Good day to you.
Now, I think he can temporarily join your party as well.
You need to be at a certain alignment, however.
Yeah, you have to be turbo evil.
Which is funny, because he doesn't really play the evil character in a way that's...
I mean, in this game, necromancy's not really evil.
No. I like how you can solve a murder mystery with necromancy.
Yeah, do you want to buy this cursed item, ma'am? She's like, no. I'm like, bitch.
Yeah, well, all right, damn. Like, how do you know it's cursed? I just said it. I mean,
how do you know it's cursed even though I refuse to touch it without gloves on?
I'm a techno guy. I don't know.
Even though I refuse to touch it without gloves on, how do you know it's cursed? Maybe I have sensitive skin.
Tex, you could sell toys to guys over 40.
Ugh, why?
It's a fry and an IOU, And to buy it, you have to say, the Capellan Confederation is the first house, and the others are losers.
That's true.
Choose your toy, a bottle of sarin, a landmine, or a pound of yellow cake. Too good.
Look, it's war letters from people who died hundreds of years ago, just recently recovered. Oh, well. All right, let's see. We need to get that level up, because if I can get... Oh, God, this is so annoying.
You just need a level up.
I need more level as well to build the high velocity shit. Charged accelerator gun requires 50, and then I got it. Oh man, that's right. I have to get the electricity bits up higher, which is annoying, but it's doable. It's doable.
Flow disruptor. Nice.
Yeah, so you can actually make something that stops electrical attacks or magic attacks. You can just be like, ah, ha, ha.
There's only like a couple parts in the game where that thing's really useful.
It's seldom useful.
Yeah. Outside of that, you're kind of walking around with a useless item.
That is true. So the next thing I think we need to do, other than hawking this cursed item at somewhere, is probably, I'm going to say the next thing we need to do is finish the sewers of Tarant.
Yeah.
And I think we can do that next time.
All right. So you think that's it for the night?
I think that's it for tonight.
Okay. All right. Well, that sounds good. Let me just bring it back over here. So, yeah, that was Arcanum Trash Panda Run. And we're going to be blowing more stuff up next Monday. Wednesday, I'm going to aim to actually stream this time for real. Third time's the charm. I'm hoping to stream something.
What do what are you thinking of streaming,
Lord Corian, thank you for the courtesy. I had a couple of games in mind. We could probably do Majesty.
Ooh.
Or we could probably do a game that I play that you can help on.
Oh.
Called the Colonel's Bequest.
Oh, no.
Which is a game that is horribly one of the worst offenders of the Sierra-isms that we can go through the checklist. Ross made a checklist of adventure game isms, and I will make a copy of that when we play it. And you can just start checking things off.
Yeah, no, I'll be glad to be the checklist guy.
Yeah. Anyway, if you're wondering why I look like I'm sinking into this couch, because I am. This couch is not that great. And it just does that. This couch is made mostly of goose feather, and it hurts to sit on. So
and it stabs us.
It stabs us. So I'm gonna get up off this couch. Our backs are gonna crack like Orville Redenbacher. And
yeah. Not like the person, like his product. I mean, like I hope the guy didn't crack when he passed.
Oh.
he was old.
That's true. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and say thank you so much, guys, for joining us. And yeah, we'll be back with more Courtesy Flush on Wednesday. Take care and have a good night.
Tax collector.